Good evening, and welcome to this special extended broadcast. Tonight, we bring you an extraordinary story, one that unfolded not on Earth, but across the vast stage of our solar system. On February 28, 2026, millions of people around the world stepped outside, looked west after sunset, and witnessed something rare, something timeless, and something that connected humanity across borders, languages, and generations. A six-planet alignment, often referred to as a planetary parade, illuminated the night sky in a formation that many are now calling the star rising event of 2026. For a brief window after sunset, six worlds appeared to line up in a stunning arc above the horizon. The spectacle included Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Saturn, along with the more distant Uranus and Neptune. Tonight, we take you deep into this remarkable event. What happened, why it matters, how it unfolded across the globe, and why February 28, 2026 will be remembered as one of the most captivating nights in modern skywatching history. As the sun dipped below the western horizon on February 28, twilight painted the sky in shades of gold, violet, and deepening blue. For about 30 to 60 minutes after sunset, something extraordinary became visible. Four bright planetary lights, clearly distinguishable from stars because of their steady glow, formed a graceful diagonal line climbing upward from the horizon. Amateur astronomers and casual observers alike reported spotting the brightest members of the formation with the naked eye. Meanwhile, those equipped with binoculars and small telescopes found two additional planets completing the celestial lineup. From rural deserts to city rooftops, from coastal cliffs to mountain observatories, the reaction was universal: awe. Across North America, Europe, Asia, Africa, South America, and Australia, social media platforms lit up with images tagged Planet Parade, Six Planet Alignment, and Star Rising 2026. The sky, it seemed, had become a shared global event. But what exactly is a six-planet alignment? Contrary to popular belief, the planets were not physically close together in space. In fact, they remain separated by millions, and in some cases billions, of kilometers. The illusion of alignment happens because all major planets orbit the sun along roughly the same flat plane, known as the ecliptic plane. When several of them happen to appear along this same line from Earth's perspective, they seem clustered in the sky. This is similar to how distant streetlights may appear lined up when viewed from a certain angle, even though they are far apart. What made February 28th special was the number of visible planets appearing simultaneously and within a relatively tight arc. Astronomers describe such events as uncommon but predictable. Computer models and orbital calculations allowed scientists to forecast this alignment years in advance. Yet no amount of prediction diminishes the visual power of seeing multiple worlds arranged across the sky. Let's take a closer look at the worlds that participated in this celestial display. Closest to the horizon was the innermost planet, small and elusive, often difficult to see due to its proximity to the sun. Slightly above it shone a brilliant beacon, one of the brightest objects in the night sky, often mistaken for a star but unmistakably steady in its glow. Higher still, the giant of our solar system radiated with commanding brightness, easily drawing the eye even in urban skies. Nearby, the ringed planet added its subtle golden hue to the formation, visible as a steady light point but revealing its iconic rings under magnification. Further outward in the lineup, two distant ice giants completed the celestial parade. Faint, subtle, requiring optical aid, but present nonetheless. Together, they formed a cosmic arc that symbolized the vast architecture of our solar system. From Tokyo to Toronto, from Cape Town to Cairo, observers described the alignment as peaceful, humbling, and once in a lifetime. In rural communities with minimal light pollution, the view was particularly stunning. Amateur astrophotographers captured wide-angle images showing the planets stretching across the twilight gradient. In major cities, rooftop astronomy clubs hosted public viewing events. Families brought children, students gathered with teachers, telescopes lined sidewalks and public parks. Many first-time observers reported that this was their introduction to astronomy, an experience that sparked curiosity about space exploration, planetary science, and the mechanics of our solar system. While visually dramatic, planetary alignments do not produce unusual gravitational effects on Earth. Experts emphasize that the gravitational influence of the Moon and the Sun far exceeds that of distant planets combined. Tides, earthquakes, and atmospheric phenomena are not affected by these alignments in any measurable way. However, their scientific and cultural importance is significant. Events like this serve as public gateways into science education. They remind us that we are part of a dynamic cosmic system governed by predictable laws of physics. They demonstrate orbital mechanics in action, celestial bodies moving in clockwork precision around a central star. They also inspire renewed interest in observational astronomy, one of humanity's oldest sciences. Perhaps one of the most profound aspects of February 28th was its universality. Political tensions, economic divisions, and global conflicts paused, if only momentarily, as people looked upward. The same alignment visible over New York was visible over Nairobi. The same arc glowing above London shimmered above Lima. For one evening, humanity shared the same cosmic perspective. This unity through observation is not new. Ancient civilizations tracked planetary motions thousands of years ago. Early astronomers built calendars, predicted eclipses, and charted movements using nothing but careful observation. What was different in 2026 was the scale of global connection. Within minutes, images were uploaded, shared, commented on, and celebrated worldwide. Technology allowed the sky to become a global event in real time. Multi-planet alignments happen occasionally, but several factors made this one particularly notable. 6 planets visible within a single post-sunset window. 4 bright enough for unaided viewing. Favorable positioning above the western horizon. Accessibility to both urban and rural observers. Clear weather patterns across multiple continents. While future alignments will occur, configurations involving this number of visible planets in such accessible viewing conditions are relatively infrequent. Astronomers note that similar displays may not align as conveniently for several years. Within hours, hashtags related to the planetary parade trended across major platforms. Astrophotography groups shared detailed exposure settings and camera tips. Amateur observers posted smartphone captures. Educational institutions live-streamed telescope views. Science communicators used the event to explain orbital mechanics, planetary characteristics, and space exploration missions. The alignment became not just an astronomical event, but a digital phenomenon. There is something deeply grounding about looking at planets. Unlike stars, which are distant suns many light years away, planets are neighbors, fellow travelers orbiting the same star we do. Seeing them arranged together reminds us that Earth is part of a larger system. We orbit the same sun as these worlds. We move through space together, and occasionally from our vantage point, we witness their choreography. Astronomers will continue to monitor planetary movements, predicting future alignments and celestial events. Upcoming years will feature conjunctions, eclipses, meteor showers, and perhaps even brighter planetary gatherings. But February 28, 2026 holds a special place. It was a night when science met spectacle, when prediction met participation, when millions paused to look upward. The star-rising alignment of February 28, 2026 was more than a planetary parade. It was a reminder of our place in the universe, a reminder that above daily headlines and earthly concerns, the cosmos continues its steady motion, silent, predictable, beautiful, and waiting for us to look up. For continuing coverage of space events, scientific discoveries, and global news, make sure to subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications. Thank you for watching this special report. Good night, and keep looking at the stars.